afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our Philippine Masterclass. You guys would have just been hearing a really cool traditional Filipino song, which will kickstart our trip to the Philippines today. So I would like to introduce you to Ronnie. Ronnie, if you want to pop on your camera, there he is in his traditional Filipino costume.
Ambulance.
Oh. And I'll just do a bit of housekeeping.
Simon's gone.
If I can ask everybody to remain on mute this whole time. If you do have any questions throughout, Ronnie and I will do a little Q&A at the end. So pop your questions in the chat box. I see a few of you guys have been commenting away and a few people excited as they've always wanted to go to the Philippines. Also, another housekeeping, if everybody could just pop their first and last name in their, I guess, participant name. If you haven't already, you'll just need to go to participants, click next to your name more, and then rename. But yes, I will let Ronnie kick things off. Over to you.
Hello, everyone. Sharon, I'm just going to kind of like want to share my screen. Share my presentation.
Yeah, you should be able to. Jerome, you might need to stop sharing your screen to let Ronnie share his.
Yep. This is one. Can you see it now?
Yeah, just needs to go on full screen.
Okay. I'm just gonna view and format. View full screen. There. Can you see it?
Yeah, if you click that play button at the top.
Okay. Can you see it, everybody?
Yeah, perfect.
Fantastic. Mabuhay and welcome to Philippine Tourism. And my name is Ronnie, and my colleague Jeron is also there. And thank you, Sharon and Pata, for having the Philippine Tourism and the Tourism Promotion Board. Just for you to see where the Philippines are located, we are located in Southeast Asia, and we're in the border or in the peninsula of in Taiwan, in Hong Kong, in Vietnam, in Indonesia, and Malaysia. So basically, we are surrounded by water. And as you can see, you'll discover lush green rice field, fashionable cities, simmering volcanoes, amazing underground rivers and caves, most wonderful wildlife, and most important, friendly and fun-loving people. So as you know, Philippines is an archipelago located of Vietnam and north of Indonesia bound. Pacific Ocean to the east, Bashi Channel to the north, Sulu and Sulawesi Seas to the south. So that's where Philippines. Now, it's more fun in the Philippines. As you can see, I'm wearing something that from one of the native tribes in Bukidnon that's located somewhere in Mindanao. Why it's more fun in the Philippines? I'll give you a lot of reasons why it's more fun in the Philippines and why you should go there and visit us. First, of course, we have the tropical climate, warm weather and sunshine almost all year round, sunny, starting from November, no rain, from December, January, February, March. So the best time to go there is around December till February, because you can it's still very hot, but you still feel the breeze, the cool breeze from the west. And of course, when you go to the Philippines, remember to pack your light, casual clothes, sunblock, and tanning lotions. Philippines only have 2 seasons, wet and dry. Wet seasons, the thunderstorm, the rainy season normally comes around end of June, July, August, September till October. Stormy and a lot of thunderstorm. Okay, that's tropical for you. As you can see, one of the best places in Philippines, El Nido in Palawan. And we have this forest and waterfalls feel of the natures. And there's one part of the Laguna, Taytay Falls in Calabarzon area. And as you can see, the beautiful lagoon in Palawan. And number 2 reason why you have to go, because we love food, and you can find nice, tasty food and great tropical fruits in the Philippines. Filipino cuisine is a melting of different kind of a tribal and traditional food cultures across the archipelago, mixed with Southeast Asian and European influences. And we have a new hashtag as well, and it's more fun in the Philippines. As you can see, a lot of variety of seafoods that you'll get from different regions in the Philippines, from the northern to the southern part of the Philippines. And we have all the tropical fruits from here. We get the mangosteen, we get the durian, we get the beautiful, sweet, nice, tasty, juicy mangoes, the green and the yellow one, the ripe one. We got the guavas, we have the lanzones, we have the pineapple, which we also use the pineapple of making clothes, the garments, and the textile. Also with the banana, as you can see. And of course, we got the famous chicken adobo, chicken pork adobo. Probably is the most well-known among Filipino dishes. Tender pieces of chicken and pork cooked with soy sauce, vinegar, garlic, peppercorns, and bay leaf. Cooking the chicken adobo, all different regional places in the Philippines, they all have a different way of cooking it. Well, if you know how to cook a different variation, you better go and see the Philippines. And we have a lot of different ube ice cream. We got some noodles. We got some a lot of different street foods you'll find. And also I'm gonna do and share with you later how to make a champurrado. It's a chocolate porridge, and also normally we eat it with a dried fish. But we'll go to there when we go to the masterclass. So stay tuned, guys. And diverse culture. Colorful costume and the beating drums highlight many joyful events in the island, reflecting Philippines' deeply rooted traditions and influences. These are some of the natives elders in the Cordillera region in the northern part of the Philippines. There's our great elderly of the Ifugao. And we got so many festivals happening in the Philippines all year round. We celebrate festival from the Iloilo in Bacolod, from Cebu, from Baguio, from Cadayawan in Mindanao. So if you look on our website, you'll see all the festivals. So it will be good for you to kind of like get in touch with us and plan your trip and then join the street festival. And Batak, as you can see here, one of our tribal in Palawan, men showing their war dance in Saad. And is one of the Bilian tribes in South Cotabato, part of Mindanao. And there's Tagbanwa tribe in Palawan, the Yakan tribe, and the Tibuli tribe in Lake Cebu. All these tribes all belong to different places in the southern part of the Philippines in Mindanao. See how colorful and me, I'm wearing Bukidnon. It's a mixture of the Bukidnon and placed in also the Magobo, Manobo in Mindanao. Now, Filipino is our national language. And of course, English is so widely spoken and is a medium for education and business. So that's one of our main industry is speaking as English in the Philippines. So you can always join and do your business with us. Roman Catholicism is practiced by about 80% of the population, and the rest are mostly Christian, Muslim, and Buddhist. And of course, our ways reflects influences of Spain, America, China, and other countries that have come to our shores, but our culture is unquestionably Asian. I want you to kind of like try and saying this later on, yeah? Say mabuhay. Mabuhay means welcome and long live. We always say this when there's a big celebration, either for a wedding, birthday celebration, or welcoming guests in the Philippines. So mabuhay, everybody. And of course, number 4, reasons why you want to go to the Philippines, you want to explore and experience the life and the cultures and the destination, because we have 7,641 islands. And we have 3 major islands group, which is Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And you can always travel in each different part of the main three major groups. Metro Manila is the main entry point for all destinations, and Clark International Airport also serving as a key point of entry for Luzon. Cebu and Bohol both have international airport. Mindanao, in Davao City is your point of entry. So you can all use different airlines. We have the, as you can see, metropolis of the Manila, and there's one of the place in Manila Bay, Manila Yacht Club, and there's a white beach in Camiguin, the Maligkong Buntok in Mountain Province, the rice terraces, and of course the UNESCO World Heritage listed of Vigan in Ilocos Sur, that's on the northern part of the Philippines. And of course, if you want to go surfing, and one of the best and surfing place in the world is in the Surfing Cloud 9 in General Luna in Siargao. Go surfing. And if you want to go more intimate and more secluded and private, you can always go to Kayangan Lake in Coron in Palawan. So beautiful there. I've been there. So guys, you must go and see this place. Of course, one thing if you want to go and travel is to have a great value of your money. In a pounds and 50 pounds really goes a really long way. You can have your 70 bottles of beer or 20 fast food meals, 10 movie tickets, or 7 hours of massage. Imagine 50 pounds. 50 pounds, you can only get 1 hour massage here in the UK. But in the Philippines, you can get 7 times. And almost every day in a week, you can have that. And of course, you can have a 4 buffet dinners in a really nice luxury restaurant in the Philippines. So you can see all the food there. You can see there's some appetizers and a nice fish. And another reason why you guys want to go to the Philippines, easy kind of like to go there. You don't have to worry about the visa. So you get like 30 days visa free. So all the nationals from countries who are traveling to the Philippines for business and tourism purposes are allowed to enter without visas to stay not exceeding 30 days, provided you hold your valid tickets and your return journey to point of your origin of your port of destination, and your passport must be valid for at least 6 months, guys, and beyond the contemplated period. And the next one, all the national, as you can see on the World Geographical Map, you'll see all the listed places that you can stay 30 days or less to enter the Philippines without visa. Getting there, travel time from London Heathrow here in the UK to Manila is approximately 13 hours direct flight. So brought to you by the Philippine Airlines. And now because of the pandemic, it's a good news as well that now is starting flying twice a week, Monday and Thursday, effective from tomorrow, September 2, with direct flight from Terminal 2. And you also can access a 30-kilogram baggage allowance. Not only Philippines, you can use. We have also other international airline partners. We have Qatar, we have Etihad, Emirates, Turkish Airlines, Thai, Singapore, Cathay, SAS, Turkish Airways, and Singapore. Here we go. And many more airlines that you can go that travel to the Philippines. Of course, one of the reasons why you want to go is for you to relax and to dream of, having a good life and experience in the beach, and also to experience the marine life. It's a dazzling white beaches, lush coconut palms, crystal clear warm waters, and azure blue skies. Oh, I'm gonna go back now to the Philippines, guys. It is one of the places in Siargao. It was recognized as one of the best holiday destinations 2020. It's watching coconut palms, and it's a dream for surfers, kayakers, cave jumpers, cave and lagoon. You can easily to go island hopping in Siargao. Here we go, surfing also, not only Siargao, there are a lot of different destinations in the Philippines you can do surfing, and one of the places also in Eastern summer. Palawan, a regular of the annual list of the best islands in the world. Palawan has a 1,780 islands of pristine white beaches, dramatic rock formations, secret coves, and underground mysteries. This one is my favorite place in the Philippines, Bohol. I've been in Panglao Beach, Bohol. It's so serene. It's like Maldives in Southeast Asia. and it's affordable as well. Of course, if you're gonna go underground, experience the marine life and the underwater adventures, there's the Philippines in the royal is part in the coral triangle, is the Earth's marine. We have so many species in the Philippines that you can see. I'll give you all the details. You know, we have some 574 species of reef buildings coral, create the homes of nearly 1,400 species of reef fish. And of course, Tobataha Reefs Natural Park is in the center of the Coral Triangle, right in the Philippines. So guys, as soon as everything is done, go to the Philippines, book your ticket for 2021. When you go there, of course, we can offer you a lot of diverse accommodations, from waterfront cottages, luxurious beach resorts, hotel, authentic tribal, and even traditional sailing. There's an abundance of accommodations and local life you can experience in the Philippines. Different type of accommodation that are available to you. There is a Shangri-La Boracay Treehouse in Bila, in Boracay, the farm at San Benito, if you wanted tranquility. We have a nice hut in Baguio, and also there's one also in Tao Experience in Palawan. And also you'll experience the life of the local as well. Of course, our tourism, we try to develop and really giving towards sustainable tourism. Travel while taking care of the environment for sustainable tourism. Okay. We need that. We need to kind of like really engage more how to sustain the tourism. So at least in the next generation to come, they'll still see the beauty and, you know, the beauty of the abundance of the forest, the water, the earth, all the beautiful destinations that we see, not only in the Philippines, but all over the world. Boracay just reopened last October, and we did a rehabilitation program for 6 months to put it on the glory beaches, white, clean, you know, island in the Philippines. And of course, we also have the Philippine Eagle Reservation. There's in research in Davao. We preserve our dangerous species, and we are very proud of Philippine Eagle. And the Kawasan Falls that we use also for electricity, for power plant. And of course, we have the smallest monkey in the Philippines you can only find in the Philippine, in Corella, Bohol. And we preserve them at the Philippine Tertiary Sanctuary. And you can see there's another beautiful destination in Bohol, in the famous Chocolate Hills. The Maasin River in Siargao. How beautiful is that? You can always, you know, do the kayaking over there, all the palm trees. And of course, one of the main reasons why you need to go to the Philippines is because of us, Filipinos, with our nature, with our culture, and how we welcome you as our guest, not only as a guest, but as a family. And as you know that we are among the most ebullient and easygoing people anywhere, which is true, by the Lonely Planet. And Filipinos are predominantly of Malay stock with the spirit, with the print of Chinese, Spanish, and Arab blood. And we have that more than 100 cultural groups are scattered throughout the country. And we are the 8th friendliest country in Asia, according to the Forbes.com. And of course, you know, don't be shy to approach us. And Filipinos are not really shy. They just smile and you can start a conversation. We're not just fun, but we are officially friendly. As you can see, we're so joyful to have you guys. Before traveling, we got this, before traveling to the Philippines later this year, or when you're planning to for next year, always go to our Philippine Travel Advisory, the www.philippines.travel/safeph. So at least you can see all the necessary information that you need before to give you some updated status reports in handling the COVID-19. And now, guys, Are you ready for this? I'm gonna try and make a really nice, simple way of making a simple breakfast called champurrado. Okay, I'm just gonna go and try and go to the kitchen now. Okay, how I'm gonna do this? Then I'm gonna need Sharon. Are you around?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay.
You're gonna do a bit of a switch of cameras.
I'm gonna switch my camera to my. So I'm gonna just mute on this one, isn't it?
Yep. Mute and turn your camera off.
Okay. I'm trying to move my.
I can mute you and turn
Can
your
you mute?
camera off.
Yeah.
So yes, if anyone has any questions, pop them in the chat box. And while Ronnie shows you how to make this simple breakfast, he'll be answering some of your questions. So just wait for him to get prepared.
Just preparing quickly.
There he is. Bit of a quick change around.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. Just can I see myself? But you can see my.
I've got a bit of an echo from you.
Okay, I'm gonna try and move it. Maybe from.
And Ronnie, can I ask you to stop sharing your screen so that you can go full screen so everyone can see what you're making?
Okay.
On your laptop, you might need to stop sharing your screen.
Oh, yes. You can see my behind.
Everyone is loving your outfit. You'll need to give us a full view.
I'm trying to. Can you stop?
Oh, I'm just getting really bad feedback.
Yeah. Okay.
You just need to stop sharing. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe you need to leave, like exit from your laptop from the Zoom session because I'm getting bounce back, which I'm sure everyone else is.
Okay, I'm just going to do this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to do the, guys, the champurrado. Champurrado is one of the famous breakfast and also a snack in the Philippines. And normally making champurrado in the Philippines, it will take you like 45 minutes because you'll be using the glutinous rice. As you can see, just as you can see, you'll get like the 5 cups of water and 1 cup of glutinous rice, and for a piece of table chocolate, 1 cup, 1/2 of cup of sugar, and 1/2 cup of evaporated milk. That's when you're gonna try and create and make a proper champurrado in the Philippines. But what I'm gonna try and show you guys is the easy way of making champurrado, because especially in the UK, so busy and everybody just very limited in time in preparation of having breakfast. Everybody just like rushing to go out in the door. But now, I mean, we found out that we can make an easy champurrado for everybody, and you still can taste and you can still feel that you are in the Philippines. So basically, I'm not gonna go more about making champurrado proper way in the Philippines because that will take 45 minutes. But this time, I'm gonna make the champurrado instead of glutinous rice. I'm gonna show you to have this oatmeal or porridge. I'm using the gluten-free because it's always good for your tummy, friendly. Okay. So, and also I'm not using the the blocks of the chocolate. I'm using the organic green and black cocoa powder. See that? So everyone can see it. And of course, I'm using the carnation milk. And I got sugar and a pinch of salt. And of course, water. So it's very easy. Now I'm gonna do is to show you how to make it very simple. I'm just gonna change so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just placing my camera. I'm turning on my. There you go. Can you see it?
We can just see a. Oh yeah, no, we can see it now.
You can see it, but what I'm gonna do, I think it's better for me to. Yes, sorry. There.
So Ronnie, I might kick off with the first question. Someone, Jacqueline, wanted to know, with those huts that you showed, the accommodation, what's the best way to book those? Can they just book it through, Travel2 or another operator like that?
I think it depends on what packages that the tour operators are offering. And of course, with all those accommodation, you can always see them from different, from booking.com, from lastminute.com, anything that offerings all different accommodations. They always, Philippines, you can always find all the different type of accommodation. But of course, it depends on what sort of package or holiday if you're going to elaborate one. But basically now, is that okay?
Yeah.
Now I'm making this. I'm gonna turn on my gas range. There you go. So now on making this, it depends on how many people are eating. So for today, I got also 2 titas here with me. So I'm making 3 champurrado, 3 person for 3 people. So it has to be like 3 spoons of porridge for each person. So that's for 1. That's for 2. And that's for 3 people. But of course, I eat more champurrado, so I'm gonna add more for myself. So I'm just gonna put them all together, all for me. And of course, I'm gonna mix that with cocoa. In each 3 spoon of porridge or oatmeal, you put 1 tablespoon of cocoa. So because 3, so I'm putting 3. There you go. Now, of course, with that, I'm gonna use my wooden spoon. I'm just gonna try and mix them while the burning is on. So you mix them.
All right, I'm going to hit you with your second question, Ronnie. Are you ready?
Yes,
Can you multitask?
I'm ready.
Daryl's asking, where would you recommend as a first time 2-center holiday in the Philippines?
The best time to go to the Philippines around December, January time, because the weather, the weather is very sort of like a very dry, but at the same time, there's a coolness and there's a breeze, and it's hot, but it's not hot. Do you know what I mean? So you can always go around, and it is the best time to go, because also around January time, there's a lot of different festival around different regional places in the Philippines, especially in the Visayas. So they'll be able to experience all those street festivals and fiesta, basically all the fiesta. So if they like dancing, that would be fantastic. Now I mix them, the porridge and the cocoa. Now I'm gonna add water. So it depends of how much, but basically I'm just gonna mix them. There. And then you just shake them. and just stir them all the time. And then put a pinch of salt. So this one probably will take you maybe 10 minutes. And of course, a bit of sugar. There. And then you just mix them slowly and stir them.
Okay, while you're stirring, Ronnie, we've
Yes.
got another question here. So are there any plans to close down and tidy up places like El Nido or Palawan, just like Boracay was done?
Well, at the moment, the Palawan, they're in a very good spot and good place. So not as closing as the one in Boracay, because the sustainable tourism in Palawan is already happening. So so it's clear and clean, and it's like new. So it's always call and visit Palawan in other places in Visayas. As you can see, it's sticking up slowly. Can you see it?
Yep, we can see.
You can see that. And then just keep stirring. If it is getting dry like this, you just add more water.
All right, we've got another question here. Someone said that they think the biggest challenge preparing a multi-center trip is understanding how to get from A to B and which areas combine well with each other. Do you have any information, maybe a map on the domestic flight networks or transport connections?
Yeah, normally with our partners, with the tour operator partners, with all the packages that they can get, they all already have been organized of how to go from to and from when they got to the Philippines. And that's always much easier to kind of if it is your first time, so it's always nice to kind of have already a plan of what the tour operators are offering and giving. You just only have to kind of shop around. And then if you're individually traveling to the Philippines, you can always go and check on our website, which is www.itsmorefuninthephilippines.co.uk. And you'll be able to see some of the information of different destinations and how to get there and how to explore the place. Easy. There's a lot of easy access, and there's a lot of information you'll be able to get from our website and also from the main website of the Department of Tourism in the Philippines. And of course, with all the different tour operators, they also have those information as well. And they're not going to get lost. It's easy because everything is in English and everybody can communicate with them and they can question and then they can also offer things. And with this, now it's getting thickener. I'm going to put and add a bit of milk. And I'm using almond milk. There you go. A bit more. Oh, I can taste it now. And also, guys, we've been nominated from the World, what is it, Sharon? World
Travel Awards.
Awards, yeah. And we have been nominated with the best islands in Asia, best tourist board in Asia, and best dive in Asia. So guys, please vote for us.
So Ronnie will send everybody out a link tomorrow in his follow-up email. So
please, yeah. So
I've got a couple more questions for you, Ronnie, while you're finishing that off. So someone's asked, where is the best beach area that's good for diving? What would you...
For diving?
Yeah.
Well, one of the best places to go for diving, of course, if you're beginners, nice to go first in Puerto Galera, which mostly of the beginners, they kind of explore, all the coral reef around the area in Batangas and also in Mindoro. And then once they got that in place, if they want to explore a bigger kind of the diving experience, they have to go to the Tobataha. That's quite close on the tip of close to Palawan. Tobataha Reef.
Awesome. We've also got another question here. Someone said that they really love the look of, is it Panguil Beach? Is that how you pronounce it, Ronnie?
Panglao. Yeah, that's in Bohol. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
But they
That's
said, how do you get there?
Yes, I've been there because one of my close friends got married over there, and we stayed like for 4 nights. I would just stay in the beach. It's white beach, you know.
Is it easy?
Because of the
to get
food, the
there?
seafood, it's easy to get there. Now Bohol got the international airport and also very close to Cebu hub, so they can always fly from if they'll take Emirates or some. But anyway, if they're gonna go from here to Manila, they can take Manila, London, Manila, and then from Manila they can go to Cebu.
Awesome.
And then from Cebu, or they can go to Bohol directly. And it's very easy.
Okay, I've got one final question for you before you finish that off. How long do you recommend staying in the Philippines?
Because of the nature of our work here in the UK, you know, I know a lot of people are so busy, they always go for 2 weeks. But it would be nice, 2 weeks is good. But because you travel 13 hours going there and coming back 13 hours, and of course, you need to allow yourself like a day in the city to explore and to feel. And of course, you do the jet lag, you relax. It's always better to kind of like, you know, go somewhere, you know, that you relax, you know, when you go to different places. So 3 weeks is, for me, I always want to go for 3 weeks or more. So at least you'll be able to plan to go from different destinations. Either you start from Luzon, from the northern part, going down to the Visaya, and then try to do island hopping around the area. And so easy. But
we'd love to go.
But it will be tiring, easy, but it's a good journey. But it's amazing experience, especially when you meet with the locals. See how thick is this one now? It's like you can see. Look, can you see that? You wouldn't think that it's not rice, it's porridge. But now it's champurrado because how we done it, simple. Look at that.
So that's ready to go now, Ronnie? That's all finished?
It is ready to go, and it's ready for me to serve the titas in here.
You'll have to let us know if you what they think.
Yeah, and then while I'm serving it, I'll be able to dance for you. If Jerome will be playing something, I'll be able to. Oops.
So that's all the questions. So
yes.
I'll let you finish up your food, and I believe you guys might have a video to finish things up.
And also all those participants, right? We're getting them a swag bag.
Mm-hmm.
Is it right?
Yes. Oh, someone said that you're making them feel very hungry as they like porridge.
Oh, this is like, I know I love porridge, but sometimes it can be really, really boring. So now making it like a taste of champurrado with a cocoa, because I know a lot of us, love some, adding some color and taste into it. So I think, as you can see here, it's very nice. And then normally we put an evaporated milk, carnation. Ta-da! So we twirl them around.
So Ronnie, you'll be sharing this recipe with everybody tomorrow when you follow up?
Yes, we'll be able to do that. We're playing the music, the Wake Up Philippines, and you'll have the champurrado. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. So when you wake up in the Philippines, you'll have this amazing champurrado.
Cool. Thank you so much, Ronnie, for taking us through the Philippines
Shall I
today.
see that? Shall I show them the champurrado?
Yeah, show us the final product.
Where is it? Here you go.
Yum. I
And I'll
think
put more in it.
everyone will have to try
And
a
I
bit.
have to try. And also I'm gonna have my tita here. I'm just gonna serve them.
Oh,
Here you go.
Looks lovely.
In here.
Looks lovely.
And tell me, does it taste champurrado like in the Philippines?
we're gonna get a taste test.
Yeah.
I'd love to have this every morning, or you can even have it for lunch.
Lunch or snack in the mid-afternoon,
Yeah.
right?
I love it.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite.
Yeah. And normally sometimes we eat that with dilis, like a small dried salted fish for some reason. I don't know why. But with all the oldies in the Philippines, it's traditionally we always serve it with dried fish as well.
I can have this every day.
There you go. Does it taste champurrado in the Philippines, even not using rice?
Yes, very nice. It's like I was in the Philippines.
Wow, it's
Yeah.
like what?
Nice.
Wow, it's amazing.
Lovely.
So guys, it's really nice, at least you're rushing it only like 10 minutes to prepare instead of 45 minutes, and you can have it very nice champurrado. And then now you can enjoy and wake up in the Philippines. Where's our music, Jerome?
Ronnie's gonna see us out with a little dance. But thank you guys all for joining us this afternoon. We hope you've really enjoyed the masterclass session, and we will be in touch with any of the follow-up details. But thank you for joining, and hope to see you guys at the rest of our events over the next few weeks.